Hello everybody. For some reason I cannot turn my headphones down. Hang on. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try this. Anyway, how's everybody doing? While I try and sort this out. Oops. Oh, here we go. No, it's just not working at all. Let's see who's here. Yolandi, Richard, Mimilek, and Zanka. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. Ah, there we go. Okay. Right. I think it's all working now. How's everybody's week been? Great choice of music. Yep. Oh, yeah. This is the Pope County Pagan Market Radio, so there's actually got a hex mark on here as well. It's really, really good. So, interested to hear the rest. Been one of those weeks. Been a weird week again, I must say. Alright, so there's this new thing, I think. I don't know if it's how new it is. It popped up just now. There's a plus sign. Where you can ask questions. It's a Q&A thing. I think I need to ask a question. I don't know how this works. Has anybody got a question regarding witchcraft or whatever? I'll put it in and we can see what happens then. Short question, I've got a 100 character limit. Open this up.
Glass breaks and mirrors fall, but luck still crowns me through it all. Wrote my name in ash and wine, lit my luck with what's not mine. Flip the odds, ignored the burnout.
Actually, I'm just going to ask some random thing. What is a tag lock? There we go. And we can see what happens. Watched another 2 great movies. Which movies did you watch? Let's just see what this does. Bloody hell. What the hell? Yeah, not sure this is working properly. Hold on. One is sight, the other is weapons. I'll look for them. Oh, you can switch to questions. Answer questions. Viewer questions live. Oh, I see. Okay. But now this doesn't show up in the Fixton. Hello. How are you doing? It's pinned to the top of the chat. Alright. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Right. Apparently, as far as I can tell, you guys can ask questions the same way. I'm going to actually end this Q&A. And then if anybody's got a question, they can just click the plus button and do a question. And we can answer it. I think that's pretty cool. It's better than this top fans thing. Just pop this out again. Alright. What did you say? Sight. I'm a big fan of yours from India. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy this stuff. Yeah, but if you haven't been to the Covenstead before, you can. There's no particular topic. You can ask whatever question you want, and we all kind of chat about it, discuss it. Looks good. All sci-fi. Okay. I've been looking for a good sci-fi, so maybe this is the one I'm looking for. And the other one was weapons. Det, hello Det. Have you any experience with exploring the Nokian practice in the book? I haven't. And the main reason being is that when I start a new system, it doesn't matter what system it is, I prefer to learn it, the original system, as close as I can anyway. And that system just, it's kind of like a non-starter. I mean, the first thing you're told to do is make a gold ring. I can't afford a gold ring, so it ain't gonna happen. I don't have a room where I can set up the table and everything else. So yeah, it's a bit of a non-starter for me. But besides that, from what I understand, people who have done that perk, those angels are really not nice to work with. They're just a bit of a pain in the arse and not worth the effort, to be honest. So not really something I want to actually do. So no real experience apart from just reading about it. Okay, cool. Back over here. Oops. Jet, I've seen a lot of people associating it with UAPs, etc. lately. Yeah. There's a lot of aspects of outer space, extraterrestrial, alien type stuff that's starting to come into magic again, and a flurry of it, and kind of a large amount of area or groups, and a lot of it's really based in a lot of fantasy. And I've been reading Kenneth Grant's books. I've actually finished them now. And I mean, a lot of what we find in what we know as the Western, oops, that puts on silent, as the Western left-hand path communities is largely based on what Kenneth Grant kind of put in his writings and books. Go away! What is this? No, I'm on Bluetooth. Sorry guys, hold on. Let me just get rid of that, because otherwise it's going to mess up. Oh, I meant to press that one. And the problem with Kenneth Grant's work, it's mostly based in fantasy. Its roots or its basis is basically H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, the Otia order that revolved around Isis that he created. For 7 years that ran, and it was just exploration of and doing rituals around Lovecraft's Necronomicon and the gods, the old gods in that. And they believed that it was real, and to the point where he talks about the Mozone, which is kind of like the space between our reality and the old gods, and all this stuff. It's like nothing area type of thing, and you know, they believe that this planet Algol, which is different to the star in our universe, this planet, physical planet, a lot of people came to Earth to kind of like, I don't know, do whatever they were planning to do. And it really is just based on fantasy and taken all this stuff and made it into this reality. And the problem is, so many people have kind of like taken that as being what it is, and it's just scary shit, to be honest with me. Tracy and Castle, hello. I haven't seen Tracy for a while. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Let me get back to Yolandi. Either they like you or they don't. Oh, the Enochian angels are just nasty buggers all round. And the funny thing is, I mean, if you've been watching the Merkava mysticism videos from Dr. Justin Sledge, and there's one thing that he mentions in there, that when these people went on these Merkavistic journeys to go to the throne of God, they had to become or almost disguise themselves as angels, because the angels just don't like humans and they want to kill us. They literally just outright just don't like us, and yeah, the first thing they want to do is just kill everybody, kill all the humans. So yeah, angels are not that fantastic, to be honest. Archangels can be a different story. Angels, that's a whole yeah, that's just weird shit. The Matt Brown lifting the lamp thing from earlier this summer didn't help, I'm sure. Matt Brown, what was that?
Devil wore a lab coat.
I'm not sure what the lifting the lamp thing was about. You have to let me know what that's about. Yeah, otherwise I've got to read through all this stuff. Done everything as well studying Taoist magic. Was doing some transfer. How are you? I am good, thank you. I'm good. How are you, Castle? Richard, angels sound like a fun lot. Good thing I don't work with them. This is the problem. You've got the problem. I think is that when we talk about angels, we've got all these classes of angels. I mean, you've got your cherubim and your seraphim and your thrones and like loads and loads of different types of angels. But generally, angels are just nondescript. I mean, it comes from angelus, from the Greek or Latin. Anyway, word that means messenger. But they are these nondescript entities that don't have names, technically, and they're more forces of nature. They are, and of the cosmos. You know, the atmosphere that covers the earth, the aspects of nature which are destructive and constructive, and so they're not really these entities. I mean, you get the cherubim, which are the winged. Usually you see them as the four elemental aspects. It's the winged bull, the winged man, the winged eagle's in there. There's a fourth one, obviously. I don't remember now. But yeah, and then you've got the seraphim, which I believe are the ones that everybody talks about, the wheels with the eyes. But this is actually interesting. If you go and have a watch of Merkava mysticism, the new series that is on Esoterica at the moment. There's some very interesting stuff that comes out of that as well, regarding all of these classes and levels of angels. Elandia, I work with an archangel. Yeah, that's the different kettle of fish altogether, actually. I mean, archangels are very similar to the angels, but they are. There was a way that William Gray was explaining it. I was reading recently. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, I mean, we work with, for instance, I mean, if we do the LBRP or something like that, or we're going to ceremonial magic, Kabbalistic magic, then, you know, we work with the 4 archangels at the 4 quarters, and we find them at the different spheres on the tree and all that stuff. But they are a different level, a different emanation, angels themselves. So they are considered to be different to the angels, in a sense. Yeah, not really too clued up on that. Castle, well, your energy seems downy, or your mood seems a bit off. Had a dream taming tiger and black jaguar again. Do you work with Sandalphon? No, I'm good. I'm good. It's just Sunday evenings is my wind down time, so I'm fine.
Someone's pride post with a sermon recap. You need less dogma, more doggy style. Go touch grass.
Yeah, Sandalphon is the angel of Malkut, the Earth realm. So, good one to work with in regards to the physical aspects that we find in our world. Debt. Matt Brown made a pretty cryptic post about UAPs, rockets, etc., and included an Enochian name of a YouTuber lifting the lamp decoded. A lot of fuss ensued. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah. Which I don't know Matt Brown or the other YouTuber, so I can't really say whether they actually know what they're doing. But yeah, what we often find is that people kind of like pick up on this stuff and they think, oh, this is cool, so they kind of throw it in there just for fun. And yeah, it just still becomes a whole ball of shit. So it's difficult. Yolanda, if you have a PEP home store in 4 ways, do yourself a favour and go in. You will not believe the savings you get. I think we do. We've actually got Value, what's it called? Value Co, I think it's called, in 4 ways now, which is really a big bloody store. It's like really cheap stuff. Well, not cheap, inexpensive, let's put it that way. Actually pretty good quality. Castle, this ancestor work has got me a bit off. Why? What's off? What's putting you off? What's throwing you? Let's discuss it. Debt as a government whistleblower combines with OTO-AA, Nokian guy type thing. Okay. Yeah, that sounds. It's just sounding more and more kind of conspiracy theories. So, yeah. Sihain, from France. Hello. I sent you an email last week. Course for beginners. Is it with a companion? Which course for beginners? I have the 52-week free course on witchcraft course on Witch Academy, and I've got the on Patreon is the Temple of the Horn Serpent first degree sort of foundational core stuff. It's a bit more involved. That kind of encompasses more of my own personal practices that I've put together over the years. Which course are you talking about? Bobby Maud Curlo. I forgot what I asked at the end last time. Oh, damn it, I meant to actually note it down so we could continue that conversation. Sorry about that. Sorry, I can't repeat. Luckily, I have a new one. Probably even, that's good. Yeah, I put it in. And if you actually, if anybody wants to try that, there's a plus button there, and it's a Q&A thing. Yeah, don't ask now, don't wait. Just in case my internet or something fucks up. Press the you can do a Q&A and it puts it at the top. It pins it. And then we can do like a Q&A thing. Castle, it's more than meditation and trance work. Is all just trying to learn to do meditation for a long time. Okay, all right. No, it takes time. You know, to get in a good liminal state. That's really what you're looking for. There is the liminal state, the twilight sleep. So you can put yourself in between worlds. And it doesn't need to be a deep trance. It can be a light trance you can get into. Just long, and you'll find that when you get into a light trance and you start consciously moving to another world, or you start talking to the ancestors or whatever, wherever you're going, you might keep getting pulled back into the physical sound sensations. But the more you do it, the more you find you kind of stay there. Some days you just battle. It's just there's no getting around it. You just battle. Some days you just cannot get into that state. But other days, you know, you kind of start, you get pulled back, keep getting pulled back. But after a bit of time, you find that you're more immersed in the other world. And yeah, and then you start to get it right. Up to about 2 hours at a time. Why it's so long? Why you do it? You don't have to do it for that long. You don't have to be in a trance state for that long to do work. Yolandi, I don't see a plus sign. Oh. Maybe I don't know if it looked like it was for everybody. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Kerry, hello Kerry. Walker, how did you find Lee? You're from Poland, it's obvious from the name. Yes, they are from Poland. How did you find me? On the internet. Yeah. Claw, hello. Thanks for joining. What do you recommend for anyone trying to develop their clairsensors? Specifically clairvoyance and clairaudience. Thank you. I would say just practice, really. And you can obviously incorporate various visualization exercises. Your main thing is going to be meditation. Because, you know, that allows you to quiet your mind, and one of the aspects of trying to get this right is to quiet the mind, otherwise you just got too much chatter. And then incorporate exercise. If it's clairvoyance, you want to start, obviously as long as you're not aphantasia, don't have aphantasia, but start imagining an object or a shape. Usually the place to start is with like a shape like a circle, just a two-dimensional figure. And then what you can do is once you can visualize that properly, then change that into a ball, so it becomes a three-dimensional figure. Give it color, change its color and everything else. And then you can start adding more detail, change the ball into an apple. You know, make it a green apple or a red apple. But you know, the more detail you can see, the better. With your clairaudience, you might want to also consider just adding all the other senses as well. So with the apple, bite into the apple. But when you bite into an apple, there's a noise that's made, so you can use that to enhance your clairaudience. But specifically exercises for clairaudience, I'm trying to think what you can do. There is a meditation called Antar Muna. It's a Hindu practice. Let me just make sure I've actually got the name right. Yeah, Antar Muna. One of the stages with Antar Muna is to actually start listening for external sounds. What you start doing, you kind of listen to into the distance. You might hear like cars on a highway or something. Focus just on that, but don't just focus on the sound that it or the visualization it generates. So, for instance, well, there's an explanation. When a sound hits the eardrum, it vibrates, and then that's the sound that's created. But what our brain does, it turns it into an image. So if you hear a bird tweeting, you imagine a bird. And if you know which bird it is, you imagine that bird. You see that bird in your mind's eye. Try not to see the bird at all, or whatever it is. Just hear the sound. So you're focusing just on the sound. And you'll hear that in the distance, the cars in the distance, and then move your attention to something that's closer by, like a bird or dog barking next door, whatever. Focus on that for a little while, and then move your attention to a different sound somewhere else, and just keep moving your attention around to different sounds. This can help with clairaudience, because it can help with meditation as well. It's a fantastic meditation exercise. But try that. Or what you can do is, as I said, if you are visualizing an apple, bite into the apple, hear the sound of the biting. You can then take different objects and visualize a xylophone in front of you, and then you hit it with the knocker, whatever it's called, and you hear the sounds being made. So just it really just practice. All of it is practice. But those are some exercises you can probably use anyway. Let me move on now. Tracy Sihine, you said black magic could be dangerous if you don't have strong foundation. Can you repeat what are strong foundations? Any magic can be dangerous if you don't have strong foundations. So I did do a video recently. I think it came out. Was it this past week? Can't remember now. Let me just grab this. Which was talking about foundations. And so if you don't build your foundations properly, then what you're doing is you're basically building your entire practice on sand. And at some point, when the wind blows a little too much, the whole building or the practice falls down. So you need good foundations. And the way you do that, there's meditation, which helps you quieten the mind, get rid of all the noise, but it also helps with trance work, so you can bring yourself into a trance stage. There's also protection and cleansing magic, very important, because when you step onto any magical or spiritual path, you light up like a Christmas tree, and all of the spirits come racing towards you, wanting to know who you are, and that can include parasites. So you do your protection and cleansing work, and you need that generally anyway. It's just something we all should be doing. The foundations video was on this past Wednesday, so if you haven't watched it, go and have a look. I mentioned all this stuff in there. Meditation, trance work, energy manipulation, so you do your energy work, so you know how to raise energy and then move it, direct it, change it, transform it into something else. So there's your energy work stuff. So yeah, there's a few things that you need to do with foundations. These are all your basic practices that you should have in place. And as I said, it's not just black magic, any magic. Whatever it is, you should have your foundations in place. Been sick with colds turning into pneumonia. Oops, wait, I'm wrong. I've lost it. It skipped. Where are we? Castle foundations built on sand will fail. Yes, absolutely. Well, the actual building built on sand will fail because there's no foundations, and that's the main problem. People are seeing all of this short form content on TikTok and stuff that keeps saying, "Oh, do this magic, do this spell, do this, contact this spirit," and all of this stuff. But there's no. I don't know if there's an assumption that people have done the foundational work, if they're watching that type of video or not. In my case, it is a lot of the stuff I do. There's an assumption that you've done your foundational work. Therefore, let's talk about this. But it is the problem that people kind of don't know, or it's not even an assumption. They just don't know. They're not aware of the fact that if you start walking this magical path, you need to do all this stuff. It's a bit like, if you want to become a brain surgeon, you've got to go and study for several years before you can become a brain surgeon. You can't just open someone's head and go, "Oh, let's just poke around and see what happens." You've got to learn the basics first. It takes time, that's all. It's not easy, quick stuff. So, okay, Tracy and Kerry having a conversation. That's good, that's fine. Castle, Kerry, you get some dandelion root or leaves to help with your lungs. Oh yeah, dandelions are great herb for most things. It's actually a good spring tonic. I should actually get some. Tracy. Bovymore, I wasn't looking for you, Lee. It appeared in your life, just like you did in mine. Maybe it's karma, I don't know, but my internet research about magic definitely contributed to our meeting. Yeah, it was Mimalek that was asking. Mimalek also said, "Same as an apple with me." Yeah, I just pop up in people's lives. It's fine. Malcolm, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Tracy. Malcolm, does Anubis have a sigil I can use for invoking him for some necromantic work? Not that I know of, no. I'm sure somebody in the demonology community has come up with one. But I don't know. Probably better to create your own. Actually, the best way to do this, obviously, is to go and contact the spirit itself. Go and talk to Anubis and ask for a sigil that you can actually use to contact Anubis. Just you and Anubis. It looks like, I know, that's Ipos. It looks like people are equating Anubis with Ipos. Really? That's a bit weird. Oh, I've got Ipos in here. Yes. I don't know why people would be equating Anubis with Ipos, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's just a bit weird. There's a weird one with a sideways eye and lots of serpents. I don't know how that's associated with Anubis either. Yeah, no, my advice would be to just speak to Anubis. Ask for a personal sigil that you can use to work with them. And by the way, if you haven't read S. Conley's 2 books, let me just find the titles, because I always forget the first one. The second one is The Keys of a Cat, which is very, very good. And a bit more advanced. First one's quite a simple title, but I can never remember it. No. There's also necromantic sacraments, just prayers and stuff, as far as I remember. Where the bloody hell is this book? Also got Keys of Death, which starts going into Enochian tablets and stuff. Why is it in the book list? Oh, yeah. Running Death. There you go. Simple title, as I said. The Art of Nigromancy. That's kind of the first book, and then go into Keys of a Cat, which is a bit more advanced. There's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there's info about Anubis in there. Can't remember if she actually did a sigil. I'll have a look, because I've got it in my Kindle. Meantime, I will just carry on. Let me just try and catch up. I'll come back to the sigil of Anubis. Did you have a statue? Oh yes, that's for Anubis. Yeah, you can definitely. I mean, if you've got a statue of Anubis, I mean that's just as good as using a sigil, really. It's a visual representation and used on altars. So yeah, Castle's got a good point there. Yolandi, meditation doesn't help me with my squirrels. If you keep doing it, it helps a little bit, you know, and it depends what everybody's meditation is different as well. I have to remember that, but a little bit. It helps with the squirrels just a little bit. 2 treatments so far, due for another 28. Bavin Vodka, I discovered using Vedic astrological methods. My current incarnation was not a result of my will to live, but due to obligations, vows, etc. I may not believe it, I'm not convinced myself, but are there methods to break all possible spiritual obligations in the context of magical practices? I mean, with family spirits, deities, etc., can any pacts be broken and cleared? In the situation that you're talking about, I would say no, probably not. There's a lot of reparations that can be done, but you know, if this is obligations and vows and oaths that you've made in previous lives, those are very, very binding. Extremely. I mean, pacts and vows and oaths and promises are all binding, but I mean, this is something you made in previous lives, so probably not. Start working with it and see where it takes you. It might take you in a direction you actually need to go, which is why you may have made those pacts in your previous lives. So yeah, don't think there's much you can do in that regard. Yeah. Oops. Claw. Lee, what do you do with food drink offerings once you've put them out? Do you toss them after a while or drink? Don't eat or drink them yourself. If it's an offering that has been given to the spirit, you've given it to them. If you've given it to a god or whatever, don't eat it afterwards. There are certain offerings, we call them offerings, not really offerings. In the Hindu practice, it's called prasad, where you give the food to the deity in order for the deity to bless the food, and then it gets shared with the community. That's different to kind of offering. If you have given an offering to a god, don't take it back and eat it, because they've kind of, it's a bit like they've drained it of energy, and what's left is the poop. After, we eat, it goes through our system, we poop it out. This is the same type of thing. So what you're eating is basically shit, to put it bluntly. So definitely don't eat it. There are also situations like during red meal or refusal or something like that, where you actually do share the drink or the food. So you kind of give them a bit and you take a bit. It's kind of like a sharing of energies, really. So there is that situation as well. But generally, if you do like a daily offering or something to the spirits, you kind of give them water, or you give them food, or you give them coffee or tea or whatever they want. That's kind of giving them an offering. It's giving them sustenance. And I usually leave that type of thing on the altar for until the next day, and then the next day I'll take it outside. If it's something that the birds can eat, then I'll put it on the balcony and I'll let them eat it. Otherwise I will go or try. There's a little spot because I live in a complex, so it's like, I don't have a private garden of my own. But there's a little spot that I can go to that's kind of stuck in the corner that no other units can actually see. So I'll go over there and I'll bury it in the soil, in the ground, for instance. So that's usually the best option. If it's something you can leave at like the base of a tree that's not going to harm the animals or the plants or something like that, then you can do that as well. So just take into consideration if it can harm nature. Another way to get rid of an offering is to burn it. Give it up as a votive offering type of thing after. So you've got a few options there. If it's something you can put in a river and you've got a river nearby or a stream, do that, as long as it doesn't contaminate the water. That option as well. So it depends what you've given them, but you've got a few options. If you've got absolutely no other option and this is completely last resort, then throw it in the bin. It's done for. It's they've taken all the energy out of it, so it becomes waste at the end of the day. But respectfully, you should be discarding of them, burying it back or giving it back to the earth type of thing, because it came from the earth in some way, fashion or form. So you should try and give it back to the earth. But yeah. Tracy, Bobby Morka. Let me just go open this book at least. Find it. Keys of our cat. Bobby Morka, my birth was on the verge of death precisely because of my reluctance to appear in human form. That's why I identify so much with the character 22 from the Pixar movie Soul. I haven't seen that myself. The first half is about me, 22 equals me. Back to the topic, my obligation is to clear ancestral trauma. That's why I was incarnated against my will. I need to heal my family line, but I have no idea how to start with this. Any tips? So what you're going to want to do is basically speak to your ancestors and start talking to them and finding out where the trauma actually started, where it originated, what it is, and then start finding ways to heal that. It's difficult to say because it depends what it is, how far back it went, and all that stuff. Your starting point is to go and speak to your ancestors. If you want to have a starting point, I find it best to actually call out to your ancestors generally, not a particular ancestor, but just call out to your ancestors generally, and what will usually happen is you'll get an ancestral fetch, which kind of like a rep of all the ancestors type thing, and then speak to that particular entity, that particular being, and then start moving, you know, trying to find out where the problems lie, etc., etc. And then what you can do is, what I tend to do is I go to that one being, and I say, okay, let me speak to whoever it is in my family, my line, ancestral line, and bring them forward, and then speak to them and find out, get more information. It's about information gathering at this point, so I'll do that. Let's find this, do a search. Oh, Malcolm, are you still here? If you like to use ends, ani unput sukha. Don't know if it's copied or not. Yes, it does. I'm going to put it in the chat. That's the end that Connolly has in her book. Oh, error, try again. Oh, you see, it's blocked me as well. Let me try again. Let's see. Oh, wait, let's try it. The N is. And it blocked me. How the hell's that? I'm the owner of the channel, and it blocked my message. So it's not just everybody else. It's me as well. So it's Ani Anput Sokka. Alright. I would just suggest go and get this book. It's in there. It's under the Kemetic funerary oil. Oh, sorry. Anput is the feminine Anubis. Let me just try this again. Let me try here. Be here. We never die, we don't back down, we hold our ground in hallowed ground. With every mile, with every cry, we rise again. We never die. Okay. Apparently there are figures in the book, but they're not showing up for me. Oh, here we go. No, okay, the N for Anubis is different. Nyana Anka Lirak Meso Anubis. So it's different to the feminine aspect of Anput. But yeah, I'll go get the book, because I just got here, it says figure 44. Unless it's somewhere else, I'll try. Figure 44. Nope, it's only in one place. So, don't know why it's not showing up here. But there may be a sigil, I don't know. Yeah, because it talks about the seals. So there must be... Oh, I think I know what happened. There's a PDF you can download from demonology.org, I think, with sigils that accompanies the Kindle version. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, Malcolm, go get the book. There we go. Best I can do. Let me go back to... Alright, Castle. Yolandi wants you harness the monkey mind and the horse of intent. Your meditation will become more powerful and effective, and balance will come. Yep. Kerry, Lee, it occurred to me that I did not do anything ceremonial to petition Agaras to help me with the insanity defense. He jumped on it though. Sent me dreams in the affirmative. immediately, and he influenced the chairwoman of the Judicial Committee when her opening statement in her email was that it's a seismic shift I was looking to make with my God. That's fine, that's fine. This is a spirit you're working with. There's no reason why you have to do ceremony. You know, it's not like a folk witch would contact a fae or something like that through like ceremonial magic or anything like that. No. There are all different ways to do this work. But your attention was drawn to Agaras because you asked a question, you got the answer, Agaras. Your attention then shifted towards Agaras. And, you know, that energy flows where attention goes. So, you know. Yolandi, thanks. I think I start meditating to music. Music can normally soothe my brain. Yeah, try it. And find what music actually. It's about it's a lot of it is about becoming one-pointed focus. You know what kind of helps you with that. I know for Andrea, who's not here today, I don't know if they're in the background. It's peeling potatoes. So whatever does it for you, find what it is. Those little 5D puzzles where you got those little tiny things, that can be really good for meditation and stuff like that. So yeah. Tracy Bobby I'd say your very willingness is extraordinary. Yeah, absolutely. Castor, I use ocean waves and sounds help me a lot. What do you mean, Tracy? Not being willing to incarnate and just still willing to do the work is pretty extraordinary. I myself have addressed my family and let them know how I feel about them and why. Good stuff. Dragon, hello Dragon. Thanks for joining. To what sounds like it's worth it. So Morka, now I understand it is that if I'm here, it means I haven't managed to get everything I need to make sure it doesn't appear again. Now I'm trying to do everything I can to never appear in human form again. Watch Pixar Soul. I know the issue of family trauma, it was the persecution of women and the suppression of their paranormal abilities. My great-grandmother was a real witch wizard. It's hard to translate native term. A spell whisperer. So you don't want to know anyone but my mum and younger brother in the next life. Okay. Cool. I want to know what happened to my figures in the book. Right, I'm going to change the music. To that one. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I need to go to demonology.org. Demonology.org. And look for keys of graphic images. I don't know where I'm supposed to look for it. Library and archives. Oh, additional resources maybe. Hang on. Let's try there. No. Let's try library and archives. Deathy version. Ah, right. I have it. So I can check now. What's it? 44. Okay. No, it's 24. 44 sigil. Yes, there is a sigil of Anubis. There we go. And you can, if you go to, I don't know if Malcolm's still here and listening. So go to demonology.org, go to the menu, little three dots on the top right. Go to Library and Archives and then scroll down to ebook graphics files, and you will find the keys of a graphic file. There you go, and you'll find the sigil in there. It's figure 44. Alright, Landy, it's not a must-do, but it will help you understand the history behind the movie a little better. What did I miss? I missed something. What did I not see? Which movie? Try it again. Word it differently. Lobby Mordecai, are you already checked Elisa Rickman? Pretty little head son. I did. Hold on. But now I can't remember. So let's play it for you. Because you did mention this last week. There was another one as well. I actually noted it down. Hold on. It was Elisa Rickman and Tara Rice. There we go. Tracy, I'm grateful for any understanding or help learning a fit. What? I fit? Pretty little head. Here we go. Let's play this. Song is not as shocking as the video. I'll have to watch the video then. Do you want to send it to me on WhatsApp, Randy? Open it again. Ooh, I like this. I like the style. Alright, so you said, actually I'm curious to know if it stops me from sending this message. Alright, so here's Yolandi's message. Didn't stop me, don't know why. Before you watch site, watch some videos on YouTube at Unit 731 to get a clear understanding. Okay. Look at the messages. Alright. Where was I? Can't remember now. Right, now it's gone quiet all of a sudden. We got all busy and then we went quiet. Do you still talk to Motorway? Not really, no. I mean, we never really were chatty friends or anything like that. She asked me to read and review, read her books, and then I was doing the Crossroads thing at the time, so I just got her on the video, but that's about it. Everyone listens to the song. Yep, good stuff. It's really good stuff. I'm just trying to find the other one now. Because it's not coming up. I don't know what album it's on either. Do this. Alright. You said the other one was Tara Rice, a song called Panorama, but I can't find a song called Panorama. I'm not sure which one it was. Castle, this song puts me to sleep. Try this video, you'll wake up. I won't. Okay. Alright, we'll go back to the gothic, dark and gothic, if I can get back to it. Here we go. Oh, let's do a forest. I like a forest. Needs faster song. Try with Belphegor Blackest Sabbath. Det, any opinion on daily banishing rituals outside of clearing a workspace? I see mixed views on this from people that do it as a routine every day, night, and others who advise against it. Yeah, there's a whole mixed bag when it comes to banishing rites. So I think depending on what you're doing and the intention you have behind the banishing rites can make a big difference. So, for instance, you can just banish, you can cleanse yourself with a banishing ritual. I did see a discussion recently, somebody was asking if they can actually banish a singular particular person with something like the LBRP. And people were like, they don't really know, but it's worth trying. So, they thought it was possible. I don't know myself. But you can cleanse yourself, get rid of all the negative energy, banish all the negative energy. But then you can get into the space you're going to be working in, and that's more like a reset. It's not even just banishing negative energy. It's just clearing all energy out, negative, positive, everything. And then you reset the space. So that's another form of banishing ritual. I do one every morning. It's just to cleanse. It's just to get rid of all the shit. It's like an energy cleanse or an energy shower. In things like Golden Dawn or Thelemic practices, ceremonial magic practices, where they are doing banishings every day, what they'll probably usually do is invoke in the morning and banish in the evening. So they'll probably do some kind of hexagram ritual where they'll actually invoke a particular planetary energy that they want to instill or imbue themselves with for the day. Excuse me. And then, or they may do an invoking pentagram ritual. It depends on what they want to do. And then in the evening they'll do the LBRP to banish, to cleanse. It's just to get rid of all the shit of the day. As I said, it's like an energy shower. So whereas at the end of the day you might take a physical shower just to clean all the grime off, clean all the energy off, the bad, the grimy, sticky energy that you don't want on you, and then you can go and sleep nicely. So it depends on intention, what rituals you're actually doing, what your tradition actually tells you to do, all of that stuff. But it is a very big mixed bag. It's not just like one answer for everything. Castle, would you cut cords with that negative energy and or person with banishment ritual? No, I wouldn't really. Well, no, personally, no. I mean, if you're going to cut cords, it's a very specific thing. You've got to find out which cord it is, first of all, that's attached to that person. And then you cut it. It's a cut, with scissors or a knife, a blade of some kind, or an axe. You can do that visually, or as a visualization, as an astral exercise, really. But at the same time, you can do it physically. You can get a piece of string and tie it around your waist, for instance, and then the other end you tie to a figure, a puppet or something like that, to represent the person. And then you literally take scissors and you cut it. It's a cord cutting. Literally, I know everybody nowadays kind of does all these burning things because they saw it on Sabrina, where you kind of take 2 candles and you put a string around and then you burn it, but that's not cutting, it's burning. So it's a very different thing. It can work, but there's a lot of other aspects that go into that candle working, which is got nothing to do with cord cutting at all. I mean, it's divinatory. It's like, I was actually talking about Myrta Wake just now. She did a video recently, past week, I think, about this exact thing. Is this, you know, the idea of using candles to do a cord cutting, and it's not cutting cords at all. It's firstly it's burning cords, but at the same time the problem that something she actually noted, which was very good, was that people bring in this divinatory aspect, how the candles burn, how it you know, burnt the cord and all of this stuff. And then what happens quite often is that, you know, all of a sudden the candle that represents them didn't want to burn the cord, and therefore obviously your love for this person is more powerful than the cosmos and the universe, and therefore you must be together forever. And no, if it's a toxic relationship, get the fuck out. Um, you know, and cut those fucking cords. Literally cut them. Don't play around with candles and burning a piece of string. You know. So, yeah, no, that has its place, but I don't think it's really here in the cord cutting arena, to be honest. But banishing ritual, I don't know. As I said, it came up in discussion if you can do it, but I don't really know. I suppose if you aimed it at a particular person, but no, no, there's too many variables here. I can't see it working that well actually, so I wouldn't do it myself. Let's put it that way. Yeah. What on earth are we listening to now? Where did this come from? I'm going to put this on shuffle so it's different to last week. There we go. I'm curious to know if anybody else has this plus sign or whether it is just me. It's between the dollar thing where you can support me and the heart where you can send all those little emoji things flying all over the place. I know Yolandi said she hasn't got it. I'm curious if anyone else has got it, if it's just me. You have it. Okay. Det says I don't see it, but I saw the chat box to ask questions pinned. Yeah, I put it up there just to see what it did. There's no plus sign for me. Okay, alright, so it doesn't seem... Unless they're just starting to roll it out and it's not on everybody's thing. Rated, I don't have the dollar sign, never mind the plus sign. Oh, that's weird. Tracy, no sign. Okay. Maybe it is just for me. Oh, sorry, Castle said they don't have it. Okay, it's probably just me then. So I can start a Q&A. So pin the question at the top and then... I don't know what you do then. Oh, I think... I don't know. I don't think we need it. Let's just forget about that. Yolandi, sounds like something only the owner will have. Okay. We're doing just fine the way we are. Thank you very much, YouTube. Excuse me. Right. Has anybody got any questions they would like to discuss? What's the meaning of life? 42. Next question. Thank you. Don't know. Yep, there you go. Castle's on as well. 42. And for everybody who's confused about why it's 42, yeah, I'm just going to leave you there. Go read some Douglas Adams. There you go. And then you'll understand. Or to travel the tree. Yeah, I think the meaning of life is a very subjective thing. We could say that the meaning of life is your true will. And everybody's true will is going to be different. So, I don't know. Bevin Vodka, some exceptionally good magic books in 2025. Published in 2025? Or just a recommendation in 2025? What was the question to the answer 42? That's a good question. What was that? There was another movie. It wasn't Hitchhiker's Guide. It was something else. It was a big temple. Didn't they ask that? You know, what was the question to the answer 42 on there? Can't remember now. Okay, books in 2025. Castle, the Lightbringer will help you find the meaning of life. Not necessarily. Depends what you'll notice. Meaning of life is much finer. Book from this year worth reading. I'm trying to think of a book from this year. Let's see if we can find something on Goodreads or whatever and see if I've read it. I can't remember. Let's do a cult of books published 2025. Let's see what we can find. Alright, oh, these are... How's that? Secret Life of Alistair Crowley. I think these are coming soon books though. Oh yeah, these are coming soon. Well, it looks like they're available. The Psychic Witch is on here.